combination from Alex, man. Now, Levi has his chin up a little high. He has some good leg kicks, but I would like for him to put his chin down. And this is what I mean by traditional martial arts. You see the power he's able to generate from that lead leg,
Absolutely,
from that lead leg roundhouse? Yeah. And it's very awkward. You know, he's standing very sideways, which does open him up for attacks from the side, as we're seeing.
Yes. That long form can work if you use your defense correctly as well.
Yeah, you have to be a little bit more agile, you know, bouncing back and forth. Absolutely. A lot of the guys that fight long like that, their main defense is their ability to bounce.
You have to have the cardio.
Oh, that is nice. Yes. You saw that was a crescent kick.
Beautiful.
Yeah, man, that was good.
He's definitely not making it up as he goes.
Yeah, no, this is a whole lot different from the last Kung Fu guy we saw. This is legit techniques. And he has a lot of power on it. The only thing I don't like is where his chin is, you know?
Yeah.
If you're going to have your chin up that high, you got to have quick feet to be able to move in and out. Because he has power when he kicks back. It's just his defense. A good snap kicks, good crescent. I like see, that chin is going to be a problem.
Absolutely. There we go.
That chin is a problem.
Let's see where his ground game is. Kaizen absolutely known for having solid guys, well-rounded gym.
Yeah. Okay, good frame, and he's kicking off. Hey, for two guys making their debut, you know, it's a little frantic. Of course, it's their first time, but it's not chaotic. You know, they both look very competent in there.
Definitely, yeah. Working on the grips from the bottom. That's good work.
Yeah, they both look very, very competent. I like what I'm seeing from both fighters.
This is something that we are seeing more and more of nowadays as well, as these gyms, you know, where these guys are having their first fights, they're looking more and more confident coming out.
Yeah, and a lot of times we find out some of these guys have been at that gym since they were kids, you know.
Right.
It's like it's their debut, but they've been training forever.
It's great to see, yeah. It's evolution of the sport.
Now we're seeing Alex needs to create some space here. You know, I know sometimes when you have this takedown, you feel safer burying your head, you know, because now you're avoiding taking elbows or taking punches.
Right.
But at the same time, it leaves room for your opponents to also feel safer. Nice. Now you could do a little bit more damage now that you posture up.
Whoever moves first is going to have the dominant position. When you're taking down, you got to get that butt to the wall, and we can start scooting, standing up right away. And if you're working from the top, we got to start cutting that guard immediately.
And to be fair, on Levi's part, he's doing the right things. He's controlling posture. Whenever he loses posture, he uses his legs to either create more space or to knee shield to avoid taking the heavy damage.
Yes, he's doing a very good job avoiding damage right now.
Nice. Now, what I would like to see is Levi start attacking. You know, I understand I'm trying to minimize damage, but let's start doing some attacks, either shooting for some submissions off your back or push off and stand up.
Good.
I thought he almost went out for a second, you know. Wow, nice.
Solid
that was great.
First round.
Yeah, great first round. Of course, I'm going to give that one to Alex, but both guys look very good. For a split second there, I thought he almost went out. You know, his body kind of went limp a little bit, but I guess that was just it was just a glitch in the system.
And Sadiq, I was thinking the same thing, but you guys haven't been here for a fight or two now, so you might not have seen Gabe Balaj, our new referee in the ring right now. This guy does not mess around. If he even thinks that a fighter is out or a fighter needs help, he's going to stop the fight. So he must have seen something that he thought he was okay.
Yeah, he's a lot closer than we are, you know, so he can see the eyes, you can see the tail, you know. And I like that. For amateur, I think the referees should be more on the safe side than letting these guys fight it out.
Absolutely.
Man, great first. I was very impressed by some of those kicks I saw from Levi. You know, like we were saying, the traditional martial arts doesn't get enough respect sometimes.
Let's see if his corner picks up on that chin placement, though. See if he can adjust for that.
Yeah. Now, this is what I will say for the traditional martial arts. One of the biggest holes is the realism of what can happen to you back. You know, like what the opponent's going to do back to you.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's what we see in the training room a lot of times for the traditional martial arts. They just don't necessarily always spar the same way as these as MMA or Muay Thai. They don't necessarily, they go off more points.
Yeah, it's a lot more points, a lot more playing, which helps you with creativity and doing different things, you know, but it doesn't necessarily keep you safe sometimes.
Yes.
Nice, yeah, and there's still a problem with the chin being in the air, and like we saw again, solid kicks, but you got to be ready for what comes back with those punches.
Absolutely.
Or even an easy adjustment he can make mid-fight right now is just to bring those hands up a little bit higher, you know?
Yeah, way down to the waist right now. Looking like me in my first fight. Not great. Please don't look it up.
Hey, man, you learn as you go.
You know, I was going to ask, guys, how long do you think Alex is going to there? There we go. I was wondering if he was going to shoot.
I was going to say not long at all. He had such success in that first round. Yeah. Even though Levi was able to mitigate some of the damage, Alex was never in danger and he was in control the whole entire round. You know, so as he's seen, hey, this is my easiest path to victory. I'm not surprised that he went for it so early.
Now we're seeing him in side control.
Oh, crucifix.
Yeah, if he can block that arm, yeah, Levi will be in a lot of trouble here.
Now Levi looks like he's having a little bit of trouble with this position. You know, there's just some positions that doesn't get replicated enough in the gym. If it does happen in the gym, you're so stuck that you don't find a way out. You just kind of reset.
And that crucifix is a tough position to get out of. Almost impossible for a lot of guys when you start getting hit.
He popped out of it though.
Yeah. I will say it was more of Alex not having proper head position. Yeah. You know, he just kind of started raining punches, but, you know, you get a little bit overzealous. You see a possible finish, you want to go for it.
There's also a little bit of crazy scramble there by Levi. He looked like he was panicking a little bit.
Yes.
But it worked.
Now, the one thing I would like to see from Levi now is to start trying to get up. You know, I think we've seen enough to realize, okay, he might not have a good attacks from the bottom submission-wise. He's doing some good elbows. Let's try to get up and still make some points in the round. But if I'm Alex, you're doing all the right things. I'm just going to continue doing
heavy pressure, body, head.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. You can never go wrong. Body, head. Put my head back down. Just, you know,
grinding pressure.
Now with 3 minutes in a round, I don't think you're going to be down there long enough for the referee to stand you. Oh, we saw. Yeah. Okay, nice. That was a kind of an attack. At least he opened up his guard to let his legs up. You know.
I would like to see Levi do a little more with those grips, controlling the wrists a lot more instead of just the posture.
Oh, great pass.
When it comes to MMA, you don't want to pull guard, but if you find yourself in that position, we got to start, being more active with the grips.
Full mount here by Alex.
There we go.
Yeah, that was a very easy pass for him to half guard and then a very easy pass to mount. The referee's about to start
there
this.
We go.
Nice. Solid performance from Alex. And like we were saying before, that's the referee error, being on the side of caution. You know, although it wasn't crazy damage, Levi was stuck in the position, and he wasn't, pushing up the knees or anything. It didn't look like he was going to escape the position anytime soon.
No, great stoppage. Yeah, nobody came out too hurt, and it was a good show of heart from Levi.
Yeah, and it was a good show of skill by both fighters. You know, of course by Alex because he won. He very great on the ground. Levi looked good on the feet too. You know, the only thing I would like for him to address is just how high his chin is, or bringing his hands up to meet his chin, or being agile enough to bounce in and out.
Absolutely, we would love to see that style stay.
Yes,
fix on those.
It's fun to watch.
Yes, it is.
It's fun to watch.
And we definitely have guys out there in the highest of levels. Repping the traditional martial arts, the Wonder Boys,
Wonder Boy, yeah, he's holding it down.
Best example.
He's holding it down.
Best example.
Michael Venom Page. There's a few of those guys that are able to maximize that kind of skill set, and then you have a really, really hard time when you get to the top of the top.
100%.
All right, let's throw it back down to Chris. Don't worry, I'll find Chris for you sooner or later. That was a great fight for the first. Sometimes in amateur shows, I expect the great fights to be like chaotic and sporadic, more chaotic and sporadic than usual. But this was very, very competent. Both guys look very technical in there.
And that's kind of a show into how we kind of came up to.
Yes.
Is that you had the guys that were training out of legitimate gyms, and you maybe had a couple fights in there that were thrown in. Some guys just, off the streets. But we're seeing more and more a lot of competent guys having their first fights, which is awesome to see. And that's also a mark to the matchmaker as well.
All right, back to you, Chris.
Ladies and gentlemen, with just 9 seconds left in the second round, referee Gabe Belaoula has called a stop to the fight. For your winner by TKO, out of the red corner, it's Alex Belaoula.
Congrats to Alex, man. And what we saw there was just being good at MMA, It's like as much as we was praising the traditional martial arts stuff, at the end of the day, especially in the beginning, basics. Oh, I'm not even going to say in the beginning. To be honest, through the whole career, basics matter. Basics get the job done.
Absolutely. Fundamentals win fights.
All right, back to Skyler.
Wow. So you basically controlled the fight from the ground. Did you train differently for this fight than any other fight in the past?
Well, it's my first fight, and yeah, I train every day with the best pros and amateurs in the area, Kaizen MMA, and they got me right with this game plan.
Did anything change from the first round to the second round on how you approached how you were going to handle the fight?
No, not at all. I knew what I was doing in the first round was going to work, and I didn't think he had much for me. I don't think he could have brought anything new to change the outcome. So,
is there anyone you want to thank before you head out?
All my friends, family, all the guys at Kaizen believed in me. Fairfax Wrestling. I know all you guys are watching right now. Yeah.
Congratulations again. Thank you so much. Back to you, Sadiq.
Very great fight by Alex, man. And like we said, everything he was doing was just good fundamentals. Now, I will say those first two guys, that was at featherweight, but it is also their debut. Both of them seem a little bit smaller for the weight class. Like maybe they're actual real 135ers, and as their careers progress, I'm sure they're going to slowly make the change.
All right, guys, let's take a look at our sponsors here.